What's up, gents? It's Greg here.
And it's John here putting this bracelet.
Good work.
Thank you.
Alien Covenant Prologue, The Crossing. Oh boy!
The Crossing.
I could use more Alien Covenant footage right before it comes out. Why not?
I could use more dubious subtitles.
This doesn't even sound like a trailer. It sounds like a scene.
It does. It sounds like a scene.
Okay.
Happening here. I've heard this is this the prologue of the movie? This is gonna explain some shit about.
Is this actually in the movie?
That's what I was led to believe.
You know what? Let's not assume.
I skimmed that in haste. In 2093, the Prometheus expedition went looking for humanity's creators. The mission ended in disaster after the discovery of a deadly alien pathogen.
The survivors continue their search.
After we made contact with the engineers, the Prometheus was destroyed. All hands were lost, but I escaped with Elizabeth in one of their ships.
Was that Nui Rapace?
I was badly injured on our mission. She put me back together.
Really?
I've never experienced such compassion. Certainly not from Mr. Wellll. Or from any human.
Green to green. Red to red. It's meant to be simple.
I'm doing my best.
You're very kind at heart, you know.
We were able to activate their ship
It's just like
and set course for their homeworld. We were finally going to meet our creator.
Really?
How long?
Impossible to say.
What if they know better than us?
So long as they are no worse. Sleep tight.
And his xenomorph is gonna kill them.
I really hope that does not happen.
Xenomorph just fucks them up.
This is like a Freddy movie. Remember your favorite character from last time? They're dead now.
And then I was alone again.
David.
I learned of their ways and awaited our arrival.
Huh?
Crossover. Amy Adams is in it.
Oh, I get it now.
Wow.
That looks great.
This looks like
That is amazing visuals right there.
wow.
Wow, that's some pretty impressive visuals. Seriously, good job, team.
Look on my works, you mighty, and despair.
Alright, I guess they heard everyone wondering if it's connected to Prometheus, and instead of letting us find that out, they're like, let's just release a whole thing that establishes where they've been, what they've been doing. Let's not reveal the question that everyone has got people hooked into wanting to find out.
Let's compromise the mystery of our lead into this movie by giving everyone exactly what they want to see.
Answers and everything. We thought David was just a talking head. Nope. She put him back together.
Maybe this is an attempt to get more people to buy copies of Prometheus because now seeing this, you're like, oh, but David and Elizabeth were the good characters that I like.
And maybe people are going to want to watch Prometheus and go, maybe this one gives answers now, because that's what that's what this whole setup is about, is they have answers. I think 20th Century Fox was like, we got to make sure people don't think they're wasting their time. Okay. So even though people kind of want to watch this movie already to see if that answer's there, let's just put it out there right now.
I feel like they had people once they showed that alien like screeching on the top of the spacecraft.
And there were obvious, like they shot the Prometheus ship in the trailer. Like for the real fans they're targeting here, they know that. I mean, I guess the average non-moviegoer who casually watches movies, who I probably am going to assume is not that invested into Prometheus,
is not debating the med pod scene.
Is probably seeing the Alien Covenant thing and not really truly realizing the connection between Prometheus and Alien Covenant without someone having to try to explain it to them. It does happen, so maybe this is also for those guys, but I feel like anyone who watches these exclusive clips released online probably already knows this stuff. I don't think they need to go out, because now the movie's really setting it up for if you don't give answers, you are fucked on this franchise. I will not give it. I will not return for another. I'll be like, I'm boycotting this third one if you don't give us a single goddamn answer about our creators. Because you're setting up with, we got some answers now.
I really don't want to be cynical about this, but the way they've like advertised this thing all along has just been so weird.
Even pre-production advertisement has been so weird on this.
Yeah, because every time they talk to Ridley Scott, it's a different story, and I can't tell if that's studio just really wants to make Alien, or if it's... I think we've probably...
Honestly, I care more about Prometheus 2 than Alien prequel at this point. I do.
Yeah, well, and I don't know. What I hope for this movie is I know he can do a really cool sci-fi horror movie. Like, I know that Ridley Scott knows how to do that.
Yeah.
But is it good enough to be Alien? Like, does it have something to say or do enough that it merits bringing out the alien shit, you know?
Well, if you look back at Alien and Aliens, which I know Ridley Scott wasn't involved with, but let's just look at what he created with Alien. None of that capitalizes on its world and mythology so much. Like, what makes that movie such a great experience? What makes that movie such a great experience is that it's a wonderful sci-fi horror film. And now, when he ventured onto this, project of Prometheus, he was looking for, now let's expand the world and the mythology and try to hone in on that. And what he's shown with Alien Covenant in the trailer so far is that he's got sci-fi horror down, like you're saying. But all this other stuff of expansion, it didn't seem to pan out too well for Prometheus. And it seems like the Alien Covenant trailers are not even trying to really show us that they're going to explore that. So they released this clip. I'm trying to just figure out the process behind everything that's going on. So they released this clip showing, no, we're still going to go with that. The thing is, if Alien Covenant is just a good sci-fi horror film, okay, I'll walk out and give it a good thumbs up. At the same time, though, Alien Covenant is set up in a way where I will be disappointed if you don't do a good job on all these other things you're trying to explore outside of sci-fi horror. You're trying to explore real science fiction shit now.
Yeah,
with the mythology and world and the creation of these aliens. Because before, what made his first Alien movie so special is we didn't know what the fuck the aliens were. Yeah. Did he even know? At that time,
was this like a deep, expansive, philosophical dissertation about something? Like, is this gonna become like a crazy ass Matrix franchise?
The thing is, he has to make that element work now. He has to.
It has to actually be smart.
Because that's why I'm not exactly like super psyched about it. Even though I see the trailers are like pretty fucking cool, and I'm definitely intrigued. I am concerned about all that other shit that he started inventing when he started working on what was the Alien prequel, then became Prometheus. Yeah, I'm just hoping he nails that shit down, because the Alien Covenant has to be more than a good sci-fi horror movie. I'll still have fun with it, but it has to be. If Alien just remained only just a good sci-fi horror film and that was it, then cool. Because that's what Alien 1 through 4 is. It's just good sci-fi horror flicks.
Yeah,
well, 1 through 2.
It's got to be special in some way, because like, love them or hate them, even the deeper sequels, you can't really accuse any of those movies of not being distinct, like not going for what they're going for.
Absolutely.
Because each one's different. I feel like has to be special, because it's like what's happened to Terminator is like each one's kind of not delivered on something, and now with Genesis is a lot of fun. At its core, I didn't feel like it did Terminator 2 justice. I'm afraid that that's gonna happen to this, because I think the worst thing that can happen is maybe this is just a cool movie. It can't just be a cool action movie.
At this point, it can't be. That's the thing. There was a time where that's all the Alien movies needed to be. But after Prometheus, no, you can't just go back to, a cool another one of Alien,
And that's one of the more interesting things to me about this, shifting over to the more positive side, because I do still get excited about Alien. Like, it was Alien Day to Day. I want Stompers so bad. So I do want to give this a chance, and like, I think that he can do it. The thing is, The Martian happened, and then I was like, wow, that's a great movie. Holy shit, Ridley Scott, well done. You've restored my faith enough that like the next thing you do, I will go see. I hope he nails this, and the thing that makes me wonder about this, for better and worse, is the direction that this clip took at the end, where they're like landing on some kind of crazy like puzzle thing and like docking somewhere. Like,
because that's the kind of shit the Covenant trailers have not been exploring yet.
Well, this is looking like way more expansive in the scope. Like, it seems like it's really gonna broaden out its universe.
So as much as we like bagged on the fact that the clip revealed so much, and that kind of would have been cooler just to watch the movie and see that happen.
Here's the part where we saw it.
At the same time, and even though it sounds like all we felt was negativity towards it, it is kind of relieving. Because it's like, okay, they're going to continue this part for sure. Because it looked like from the trailers that like it's gonna focus on this new ship, and then they go there, and eventually they're gonna have like a cameo with David and a cameo with Noomi Rapace. That's what I thought the movie was setting up to be like. But to show that this is, either it's an online clip or it's a prologue that's in the official movie, it's showing that that's definitely going to be an element that they're going to continue to explore and hopefully give some answers to.
You know what would be cool is if the other crew came in like halfway through the movie. So then like you actually continue the David and what's her name, Elizabeth story for like a while.
Yeah.
Because then like almost everything they've said about this movie could be correct just in less movies than 5. Basically like, oh, we're actually going to continue Prometheus for a while, and then it becomes Alien. Whoa!
Yeah.
Which could be cool. At very least, I just hope they give David and Elizabeth time, because like if they just rush through it in like a 3-minute montage,
like, all right, this was it.
And the new guys. Like that would be kind of a bummer. So.
Yeah, I hope they're really featured or a crucial element in the film for sure.
Well, some of these visuals reminded me of other movies, which is just interesting to me. Like, it seems like at least he's borrowing from some other palettes, establishing maybe a different tone for this one.
Well, Ridley Scott, if there's one thing I credit the guy on, he's definitely a multi-genre director. So I can totally see him, like, borrowing other palettes, as you say.
Because there was at least one shot in there where like I really did get pulled in. Like when it's that like scope shot of like them docking on that thing. That was pretty amazing. And just like the city around, I was like, wow, this looks distinct. Not what I would have expected from this universe. But maybe this could become like a weird sci-fi horror Lord of the Rings. It's like these movies could all work if every planet we visit is like special for some reason. Like because if it's Rivendell and Gondor and all that shit.
Yeah,
like,
but
if they could pull that off.
All the planets just look like nature.
If they,
and then there's no one there. That's where the planets of this exploration tend to be going.
Yeah, I don't want it to become like I don't think it would be good if it became just a repeat of that scenario. If you just kept redoing Predator as just the same concept. Just different people. We just drop different people onto this planet and do the same thing. They could take this chance to broaden out the kind of movie this is going to be,
That's true.
That could be cool. I don't know where they got to, but it looks intriguing. And if they can start giving some nice answers and some, well thought out story points with that, it could be really, cool and worth the time. I just hope it's not a lot of cool looking shit. For the sake of cool-looking shit.
I predict this film will get a 68 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh, 68%.
Hey, you can subscribe to The Real Rejects.
If I'm an optimist, I will say 77. Because 77's a cool, edgy number. You're like, oh, you're a naughty movie.
Reasons to Jerry on Twitter and Instagram. Social media manager at Blumhouse and The Real Rejects. And go check out our recently launched Patreon. Become a member of the Patreon Reject community. The Rejectons.
The Rejectococcynitis.
The Betractojects.
The Retractojects. That sounds like if you had a bat belt. If Ryan Wright had a bat belt, a Retractoject would be on it.